Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Alien here on YouTube, the galaxy of all galaxies. Okay, so someone asked me if I could make a video about Jelly Bean, which is Jughead's younger sister, who happens to be coming into season 3. And she wanted me to talk about what if Jelly Bean meets Veronica and they bond, and Jughead finds out, bringing him and Veronica closer. Now, there's something first I want to read. Lisa Green, this girl who commented on one of my videos, commented the best thing I could ever see, and I tweeted this, and I was just super psyched. So I'm going to read it to you real quick. She said, "You'll be happy to know that Cole confirmed to a fan at RiverCon that Jeronica are going to become friends, and Roberto is interested in making them a couple down the road." Oh my god. Okay, now I know what some of you are going to say. Well, there's no proof of that. That's just hearsay. Please. I'm believing it. Which it makes total sense why they would become friends. I mean, they already are friends, but right now it's kind of like the Lodges and the Jones, and then also the Andrews, but not Archie, just Fred. It's a lot of complication there. But, yeah, so uh, Veronica and Jughead, of course, right now they're friends, but at the same time they're going through a little bit of a complicated situation. He doesn't agree with her dad, and he doesn't agree with her standing up for what her dad is doing, considering he's a bad guy, and she probably knows this. So they've had their, little fights and stuff, but that doesn't stop the looks and the chemistry and the kiss from happening. I know it happened for that reason because Betty and Archie kiss. So by some way, this proved that the kiss meant nothing, which in a way it is smart, because if Archie was to say, "Hey, you can't kiss my girlfriend," then they could easily say, "Well, you kissed Betty, so what's the big deal?" The kiss meant nothing. So that was a smart play. But I could definitely see now Jughead and Veronica. I, of course, would love to see them as a couple. And just hearing that Roberto is already thinking about slash interested in making them a couple makes me so freaking happy. But the first step is them becoming friends, which is the first step I want too. I would love to see them just have some one on one conversations and talk about their home life, maybe, or talk about their problems in the past, or just connect in ways that they haven't realized that they can connect in. Like, God, they have it's just, to me, they're kind of like Cheryl and Tony, opposites from two sides of the different track. And that's exactly Veronica and Jughead. I mean, they could not be more different, but in the same thing. Wait, they cannot be more different, but at the same time, they are so much more alike than they realize themselves. I mean, I think they kind of get the sense of it, like Veronica says, and like I believe it was like at the end of season 1, she was like, you know, I think we should talk more. We have a lot in common, something along those lines. And it kind of does imply they do have a lot in common. So, of course, I believe that in season 3, we'll definitely get a Jughead and Veronica friendship blossoming. I mean, right now, like I said, they're friends, but right now it's a little complicated and they're kind of at odds with each other. So it's not the best kind of friendship. And it kind of divided up the group. But I could see going into season 3 and season 3 happening, I could see Jughead and Veronica getting even closer, especially if Jelly Bean is coming into season 3, and let's just say Veronica does bond with her. That might make Jughead look at Veronica in a different light, and might make him realize that maybe she isn't this bad person, that maybe I've been judging her wrong this whole time. And that kind of brings them closer. I could totally see that happening. If Jellybean is going to be in season 3, I'm sure she's going to meet most of the characters, because I'm sure she knows Archie and Betty from when Jughead was growing up and they were inseparable. But Veronica's new. So it would be interesting to see Veronica bonding with Jellybean and Jughead seeing that and kind of seeing Veronica in this different light, and it kind of changes their dynamic in a good way. I could see that happening. I mean, I don't know if that will really happen, but I could see it happening. But just to hear that Cole confirmed we are getting a Jeronica friendship is just amazing news. And then to hear Roberto said he's interested in making them a couple, meaning he's thinking about making them a couple, meaning he most likely will make them a couple, which I believe they will be a couple eventually. I do see it. Honestly, you don't have to agree with me, but my end game ships as of right now would have to be Archie and Betty, Jughead and Veronica, FP and Alice, and I think Cheryl and Tony, I'd have to say. I think those four would be the main end games. Definitely Barchi and definitely Jeronica. I feel like those are the core four, and I just feel like Jughead and Veronica are going to end up together, and Archie and Betty are going to end up together, and they're going to be sitting at Boots, and Archie and Betty on one side, Jughead and Veronica on the other, kind of like in season one when Veronica was introduced to Jughead, and you had her sitting next to him, and then you had Archie sitting next to Betty. It kind of like foreshadows to me that maybe they're kind of showing you these couples, these two people who are sitting together are endgame, or it could mean nothing. But you know what? I like to take what I take. But yeah. So I just wanted to make this about Jughead and Veronica because I am so stoked we're finally getting a friendship. Now, I'm guessing it's not going to start happening till season three, which is understandable. I can wait. That's no biggie. But I mean, if by friendship, I hope we get actual scenes of them talking, just the two of them, or them just hanging out, unlike Archie and Betty, who are best friends and yet have not talked really or had any interaction really since episode 9 when they kissed. So let's hope Jeronica's not like that. And then I could see maybe in season 4, Jughead and Veronica getting together. I could see that happening. And I just think they would be such an epic couple. Like I just can't express enough how much I think they are perfect for each other. And I don't know, it makes so much sense and I could see it. And you know, their personalities are kind of the same and it's just like I don't know, I could just see them going at it with one another, but in the end, they still love each other, of course. Like, I know I'm already talking about love, but once they get together, who knows, they might fall in love. They probably will. Honestly, if they get together, I see them lasting. I do. Maybe they break up on and off or something, but in the end they end up together. But I figured since this person wanted me to talk about Jellybean coming into season 3 and Veronica bonding with her and how Jughead sees that and how maybe that brings him and Veronica closer. So I wanted to talk about that, but I also wanted to bring up the fact that Jughead and Veronica are going to get a friendship, and Roberto is thinking of putting them together. And in my mind, that kind of means he is putting them together eventually. And I do think eventually he will put them together. It's inevitable, especially when Archie and Betty get together. It's bound to happen. I mean, there you go, right there. They can connect on Archie and Betty being together, their ex loves, So I definitely think that'd be very interesting to see. So I'm very excited. So I wanted to say all that. And yeah, like, I just reading that, like, I don't care if there's no actual video. I'm going off it, okay? Let me be happy. Let me be excited. Because honestly, like I said, it makes sense. Of course, they're going to become friends, better friends than now. I mean, this stuff is eventually going to blow over. But to hear Roberto, or to read Roberto actually saying that he's interested in making them a couple and thinking about it, just takes it to a whole new level of excitement and happiness and yay! So basically, I think their friendship will really blossom in season 3. And I think if they were to get together, I see it happening in season 4. So, yes, I'm so excited. Like, I'm just ready for their friendship first. Like, I want them together, but their friendship, I am just waiting for. Like, I just want some one-on-one scenes. I want them to like those two can confide in each other like Archie and Betty can. Like, I want it. I want their friendship, and I'm patient. I can wait. And reading this just made me even more excited, but I can wait. But yes, so I wanted to make this video talking about Jughead and Veronica. If you do not ship them, that is okay. That is your choice. But I personally ship them so much. They are second to Barchi. Um, I completely think they're endgame. I might be wrong, but I think they are. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come. Yay, I love Jeronica. Okay, that's all I want to say. Hope you enjoyed.